I tell you what, they tend to say that rugby league is soap opera for men, and I don't like that. I think it's a bit of an outdated phrase, but I understand where they're coming from with it. And we're just seeing this story reported on Fox League that Adam Doueihi is set to walk out on the West Tigers. Set to walk out. I'm going to be honest. I kind of... I very much forming my opinions on this right now. I kind of understand from a Tigers perspective, right? Where Doueihi, putting himself ahead of the team might be untenable, both with the coach and the rest of his teammates from that point onwards. However, I'm thinking about the rest of his NRL career, right? How old is Adam Doueihi? Be late 20s. But not 30. Yeah, 27. He'll turn 28 in August.
Hey,
and
someone just redeemed a thing.
Oh, Pepsi Max Sip it is.
Off Travel Now just redeemed Pepsi Max Sip.
A team will probably take a chance on him, maybe for the right money, but honestly, given that he's literally just put himself ahead of the rest of his team, what club is going to be absolutely queuing up to sign Adam Doueihi? This could be a moment that truly does have a tremendous impact on the rest of his NRL career. And he's a good player. He's a very good player. But yeah, that's shocking. I thought, they'd work on it. If you watched the Tigers press conference yesterday, Benji spoke very positively about it. Said, we'll sit down. We'll figure it out. These things happen. Certainly doesn't sound like that's the way it's going to go. Certainly doesn't sound like it's the way it's going to go. Did you see my Reece Walsh meme? No. I don't know where you posted it. But I haven't seen it. Doueihi to Perth Bears? Look, probably.
Someone just redeemed a thing.
But, yeah.
Fan 1999 just redeemed head dent.
There's not really a head dent there. Not really a head dent there. Unfortunately. Wow, what has been said about him by, I think Chad Townsend was right. Yes. Absolutely. But, look. Perth probably would be a side willing to take a chance, as I say, for the right money. But, yeah. It's when you look to build an early culture, doesn't seem good. Do you trust mainstream media though? Look, I'm not saying that this is 100% correct, but they're talking about it quite as a matter of fact, and I would say it's likely that they're correct about it. Wow. Truly, that I really didn't think that it was going to go that way. I didn't think it was going to go that harshly. I felt that it was going to be one of these stories where it seems like the absolute biggest thing in the rugby league world for a week or so, and then we kind of just forget about it, and next year Adam Doueihi will be lining up in the hearts of the Tigers. That is not what has happened. That is absolutely not what has happened. Wow. Lomax signed with PNG, is that confirmed? Really? Very good signing, if so. Very good signing. By the way, I decided I'm not going to grab any food until after the stream because I care about you guys and entertainment value. And I'm not that hungry anyway. That's huge. That's actually massive. So, yeah, could be very big for Perth. I don't think PNG will enter into those conversations unless they do the old Connor Watson, Jerome Luai 1-year deals somewhere. But given that Tigers are losing Luai for next season already, who are their halves? Who are their halves next year? Javon at 7? It's certainly, that's not where they wanted to be at this point in their rebuild. Oh, my chair is sinking. And who plays 6? Jock Madden? Javon and Jock? If they go into the next season with a halves pairing of J and J, that's the worst halves pairing in the comp, unfortunately. Are you Australian? Yes, I am. Australian Mauritian. How does this impact Tigers' finals hopes in coming years? Massively. When things go wrong for us, they really go wrong. They do. Bro, at the start of this year, Tigers would have thought, we're sitting right up the top of the ladder, looking great. Our long-term halves combination is Jerome Luai and Adam Doueihi. They're working very well together. They're going to be coming into their predicted primes, given their ages. Luai will be there long-term. Doueihi is the 7 that works with him. Brilliant. We've got it. Instead, less than 12 months later, they're going to probably be going into a season with Javon Andrews and Jock Madden. Luai isn't at the club. Dewey isn't at the club. Wow. Do you follow AFL or Rugby Union or all in on NRL? I'm not just all in on NRL. Like, it's definitely Rugby League is my favourite sports. Follow a couple of other sports, Formula 1, football, soccer, certainly. But no, I don't really like AFL or Rugby Union too much. Did League Express, I think you and the rest of your intellectually strong fans will appreciate it. Well, given that you've praised my audience, I feel that I have to show it. Okay, I'm trying to find it now. It's better be worth it. It's better be worth it. So, Tigers fans in the chat. Here we go. It's Tiger Walker. Madden / Latu and Javon. I forgot about Latu. This is an interesting meme. Is it going to focus? It's not going to focus. It's Reece Walsh pushing a Reece Walsh boulder up the hill. I can see how it is intellectual. I might not be intellectual enough, or maybe my brain's not working enough. As in, he's stopping. His own talent is. Can you explain it? I don't know. I think I'm just not in the headspace right now. Sea Eagles put 52 on the Dolphins. Sharks put 66. So who beats who by 50 plus today? No, logically speaking, it's therefore going to be Sharks beating Sea Eagles by 14 points. That's just what will happen. Let's get into the teams. We've got time to get into the teams. We're now only 10 minutes from kickoff. That's thankfully not as long as I once upon a time feared. So, the teams. Actually, I can make it bigger. I can make it bigger. Hell yeah. Bang. That's live streaming at its absolute best, folks. On the fly, scene changing, editing. That's what you want. Reece Walsh is the NRL Sisyphus. Yes, but can you, like, what? So, why? Okay, I'm gonna level with you. Actually, before we get into the teams, I'm gonna level with you. Today, I know we've already had a third of it gone, but today's gonna be a fun stream, and I'll explain why. Yesterday, I didn't have enough sleep. Unfortunately, I stayed up super, super late working on my video. Went to bed and had to get up decently early to go to the Raiders Sharks NRLW game. I went back home. Watched a few of the other games, went to a few uni events. At 10:30 p.m., right? Someone wanted to hang out with me. And I was like, this is someone who I've wanted to kind of hang out with for a while. I feel we get along really well. It's a girl. Anyway, so I went upstairs, had this conversation. We just kind of hung out for about 2.5 hours. And it was... I would call it one of the more mentally exhausting conversations I've had in my life, but in the best possible way. It was so thoroughly enjoyable. Just really, like, two people just quick on their feet when it comes to words, even though I don't currently, seem like it. Very, very amusing. Very, very funny. But, like, at the end of it, my head was just in spin. I couldn't walk in a straight line. I was just lost for words completely. And I still feel a bit mentally exhausted from it. But I loved it. And I'll happily do it again, probably. So, yeah, that's probably sort of why I've come into today. And, like, I'm in my room by myself, looking into a camera, just talking. If I seem a bit fatigued, that's why. My brain is just in overdrive still. So, yeah, that's kind of why. Just hang out? Yeah, sure, mate. Yeah, it was. Jess mentioned, not Jess, different. But, yeah, anyway. So I'm going to be mentally tired. Oh, my God, Adam Fanoa Blake, what the hell was that hair? What has he done? Anyway, yeah, these streams are always better when I'm, like, intellectually broken. And I'm currently intellectually broken. As evidenced by the fact that I do not understand Rugby League Oz's meme about Reece Walsh being the NRL Sisyphus. Does she love Rugby League? Absolutely not, no. Also, I don't want any of you guys getting excited because we're just friends. SV says, I can't tell if I'm delayed or not. I can't really confirm whether you're delayed or not until the game kicks off and we have a time on the screen. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's get into the teams. So, oh, that's not formatted correctly whatsoever, is it? Bang. So no Tom Tavorovich, obviously. Leahy Opawati starts in at fullback. I was having this conversation with someone earlier about the Tongan side in the World Cup and who's going to play fullback for Tonga, Tola Takola or Leahy Opawati. And I was like, well, look, Opawati's a guy that plays fullback for Manly. So, I mean, it depends how Christian Wolf wants to see it as Tongan coach, but probably will be Opawati in at number 1, which is not ideal. But anyway, I think it's probably a weaker fullback than a lot of other nations will have. I view Tonga as maybe a little bit below the likes of certainly Australia, New Zealand, probably below England and Samoa as well. And maybe not England, but anyway, we'll see. No changes in the backs from the way that they are named. Joey Walsh with a great opportunity today against premier opposition to turn his Sea Eagles around. 2 bench forwards come in to start for the Dragons. Jessica Hoon and Origo Kofusi starting in the front row. Nicholas Lanaz, on God, never once heard that name. Is this a debutant? No. Yes? No, played for the Cowboys in 2025. Club debutant. Not aware of Nicky Lanaz. We'll see how he goes today. That pushes Simkin to the bench. Adafino Blake onto the bench as well. Hopaburu was named there, so no change. But Mwene Hiroti comes into the side as well as Onatona Large, pushing the rest of the players further up. So who came out? I can't... Oh, no, I can see. Can I? Tommy Hazelton must have been. Came out for the Sharkies. Yeah. Yeah. All right, we're 5 minutes from kickoff. Let's just get into it. Do you think Roosters can be minor premiers? Yeah, it's not impossible. Certainly, we're 2 points behind. Thing is, though, our foreign against is so much worse that really we are more than 2 points behind.
Grand Piano Guy just redeemed Pepsi Max Sip.
I was about to have one, so that works. Yeah, we do play Penrith still once more this season. If we can beat Penrith in that game, absolutely great chance that we win the minor premiership. But I have no expectation of it. To me, I thought pretty much second was going to be the ceiling for the Roosters this year. I thought Penrith were going to be minor premiers for sure. So, given that that's where we are, as I say, I just keep looking at that ladder and I'm like, oh, that's hot. Oh, that's hot. Give me it. Give me Roosters in second. I love it. Who came out? Toby Rudolph. That's true. I should have had a better choice of words there. Better choice of words. So, the Fainu brothers all committed to Fiji. I look forward to seeing them lose graciously to Australia and Brisbane. That's good to hear. I heard that they're all, match fit. But that's nice because I know that they're eligible for a lot of different nations. I think Tonga as well. Maybe even Samoa? Not completely sure. What do you think the race is for the minor premiership? Really, any of Panthers, Roosters, and Warriors can still win it. I think Sharks would be hard-pressed. Although Sharks got to win here today, they're only going to be 2 points off it, actually. So yeah, never mind. Sharks are well and truly in that. But I do think we're going to get to the end of the year and Penrith will have won the minor premiership. I don't have that much doubt about that at all. What position do you think Dolphins will come? I reckon 5th is probably about right. I would have thought that they were going to be a top 4 team, but anyway. Didn't they commit last year as well? I don't remember. Honestly, don't remember. Trindle to play like prime Joey Johns like he usually does against Manly. Well, you'd know as a Manly fan. That's not something I've particularly taken notice of. But you reckon? I mean, he's had a good season anyway, Braden Trindle. God, honestly, the thing that's on my mind is Adam Dewey. That's crazy. Yeah, SV Australia will, for want of a better phrase, cook the Cook Islands, for sure. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. Here are Manly and Cronulla, and these are two sides who have a lot to play for in this game. Cronulla looking to consolidate their position in the top 4, looking to keep in touch with potentially a top 2 finish, which is crazy. Like I really thought to start the season they were going very, very poorly. They've turned it around massively. Sea Eagles turned it around at first, but have fallen off a cliff since then. It's at Brookvale. This is such a good game. I really do think this is such a good game. I've tipped Cronulla to win, but there's a reason why the poll, after 23 votes, is 50-50. It's 50-50. Like, that doesn't surprise me. What did we do? Apparently, reports say he's set to walk out on the club. Which is crazy. Yeah, Storm on top. You can ask every single stream. I'm never going to say the word, though. The number. Not intentionally, anyway. Would you press the button? Here we go. You get any Roosters legend in their prime back. Oh, I've just yointed my phone. But you don't win anything for the next 10 years. God, no. No, what's the point of having a good player back if you don't win anything for the next 10 years? Plus, I've already got prime James Tedesco. That's probably not true. But I tell you what, if he's not in the best form of his career over these last couple of years, he's very, very close. All right, Cronulla running out onto Brookvale Oval. I love Brookvale Oval. It's a proper rugby league ground. I used to be of the opinion that we should have fewer suburban grounds. I fully switched on that. When I say used to, I mean, like, when I was a kid. Because I like to see big stadiums. But certainly now, you need to have a balance. Like, I'm very openly critical of Shark Park. You need to have stadiums that are better than that. But the way Brookvale is at the moment, given that it's been renovated a bit, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Did you know My Kitchen Rules chef Manu Fieldel's son is in the Rooster system at Glebe? Jonty Moorehead Fiedel is eligible for France and Jamaica. That's brilliant. Wow, I did not know that at all. At all. Tiger says, has the universe not punished us enough over the years? No, Tigers fans need to go through more. You've not been through enough. You don't know what it's truly like to suffer. Like us Roosters fans have suffered in the past. Yeah, if you see it on my screen, SV Victory, it's Streamlabs. That number that's there is Streamlabs. My God, there is a lot of old blokes coming off the field here for Manly. Good Christ. It is like Golden Eagles Day. It's Old Boys Day, but there's a lot of them. I wonder what it takes on Old Boys Day to be qualified as an old boy. How many games do you need to have played for the team? Danny says, my hatred for Dewey's officially started. I can understand why. Hatred's a tough word, but I can understand why. Okay. I'm going to let you guys know where they kick off on my screen, and we'll be underway. Oh, yeah, Chico, it's a joke. It's a joke. Roosters fans have had it very, very easy. I'm aware. Here we go. Sunday afternoon, Brookvale Oval, Manly and Cronulla. Two sides, traditional sides. There's the kickoff if you want to sync up with me. We're underway for what is going to be an absolute belter of a fixture. An absolute rugby league, good old-fashioned belter of a fixture. And forced back immediately a Manly there. Laiafi. That's a good kickoff there from Manly. From Cronulla. It's really interesting that how much lower the camera angle is in this compared to the Cogra game that we were just watching. Obviously, Cogra doesn't have massive stands themselves, but like it is a high stand. It's a high altitude standard. This feels like just such a lower angle from which we're watching the game. Storm on top says I go back to school tomorrow. I go back to uni tomorrow, and I'm absolutely not mentally ready for that. 6 more there for Manly, and it's on the last as well. That's not what you want from a Cronulla perspective. I guess I'm going for Manly in this. Technically, yeah. Cronulla are a threat to the Roosters. I'm going for Manly in this for sure. Hasman, the number I'm going to give you is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. 42. I say just play any games for them. Well, I would have thought so, but like, there's going to be a lot of plays. If you have a guy who played one game, for example, let's say Paul Kent, who I think played one game for Parramatta. Like, Paul Kent showing up on Parramatta All Boys Day? Really? I don't know. Would you press the button? You have the best Roosters team of all time back, but Rabbitohs win the premiership next year. If it means that we get to win the premiership this year, yes, I would press that button. Actually, guaranteed South premiership, I probably wouldn't. No. Kennedy shepherds that one dead. Yeah, I wouldn't press that button, no. Kennedy returns it to the 20. Good result there for Cronulla. And not a bad hit up as well. Gets us to the 30. So, good start there from Cronulla. There's more people at this game because the teams have actually been relevant this season. I mean, there's a lot of people at this ground at the moment, but that's because Manly pretty much always get good crowds there at Brookvale. So, yeah. You're going for the biggest waste of space, Manly? I'm going for the Roosters in this game, if that makes sense. Yeah. I also do think I like Manly maybe slightly more than Cronulla. Oh, do I? No, I don't think that's true, actually. I don't think that's true. But Cronulla, I do have a soft spot for being from Cronulla territory. That pass found the ground. Cristiano Katoa did well to pick it up. He's actually done very well there. I would actually love that. Why the heck not? Because of logistics. Like, there are some teams that have had thousands of players play for them. I know the Roosters have. You have thousands of people showing up on... Actually, that's not true. That's not many of them would be alive, so... Here's a better example. Here's a much better example. Jared Warrior-Hargrove showing up on Manly Old Boys Day. You reckon? Siasiwa Taukiaho showing up at Warriors Old Boys Day. Danny on Dewey, I'm sure, says, I can't like someone who can't be team first when you have brothers who bleed out there and you throw all of your toys out the pram and you request leave because you're playing lock. I can't respect that. I understand. I absolutely understand and agree. It shocks me that we would have this happen in this day and age. But, yeah. A team will take a chance on him. He's not going to get the amount of money he's on now at the Tigers, though. This is a very, very costly hill to die on, certainly, for Adam Dewey. Anyway, run there from Renato Mulatalo. Played there for Trindle. On for Kale Iro, captains of the Cook Islands. I assume, will remain captain, even though Valentine Holmes is committed to playing for them at the back end of the season. Do you think Thurston could go to Bulldogs All Boys Day? Absolutely, but he won a premiership with them, didn't he? 6 ball there for Cronulla. Now in the hands of Brayley. On for Colhoun. What about Brad Dietz at Bulldogs All Boys Day? Brayley out of dummy half. Finds Hines underneath. They're making ground pretty easily here, Cronulla. Offload away to find Trindle. Nice. Had Wilton as an option. Doesn't find Wilton. Iro with it. Does break away from a couple and eventually Felity pulls him to ground. Good work there for Josh. Thoughts on Poe from Teletubbies being signed to the Roosters to replace Marky Mark? I've heard that he's good under a high ball. Not as good as Tinky Winky is, but solid. I don't think he's going to finish quite as well. Or is Poe or she? I don't know. I don't think that Poe is going to finish as well as Marky Mark could. Certainly hasn't got the athleticism, but a bit more of a bigger frame. Those carries out of the back end are going to be good. In terms of physicality. So I don't mind it as a signing. Kennedy on to find Iro. This is the last. He needs to find an offload somewhere and he can't. Not a terrible option there for Cronulla. Running it on the last. They're going to turn the ball over in a very good position for them anyway. So, yeah. Oliver Gilder at Roosters Old Boys Day would go, I'm assuming go hard. It would. It would. Do you think they should name it Brookie again or keep it 4 Pints Park? So, here's the thing. The ground is called Brookvale Oval, and I will always call it Brookvale Oval. 4 Pints Park is a sponsorship name, and they're not going to let go of all that sponsorship money just so it can officially be Brookvale Oval. But it is Brookvale Oval. It's Brookvale Oval. And I am not a part of the contract that Manly have with 4 Pines Brewing Company to call it 4 Pines Park. So I'm going to call it Brookvale Oval. I do, sometimes I have differences there. I will call Allianz Stadium Allianz Stadium. I think it's a really nice name anyway. And I've always known it as Allianz Stadium. But I call it Sydney Football Stadium sometimes as well. I don't call Accor Stadium Accor Stadium. I call it Sydney Olympic Park. But some of them are known primarily for the sponsorship name. CommBank Stadium is CommBank Stadium. It's not Western Sydney Stadium. Is that what we'd call it? I don't know. So, 6 for there, Cronulla. It is Brookie. It is Brookie. Did you know that Brad Dietz has started a trail mix business? Look it up on Google. It's called... No. No. I see you. That's funny. That's very funny from yourself. But no. You had me as well. You well and truly had me. You absolutely had me hook, line, and sinker. I was like, you know what? That's the kind of thing that Brady Dietz would do. I back him to start a trail mix business. Nope. Not having that. That's brilliant from you. Will you become a commentator? Probably not, but yeah, I like doing it. What I do now, though, isn't really commentary. I think I could adjust to be a commentator, but this is hosting, really, if anything. Brady to the left-hand side to find Braden Trindle. Deeper to the line. It's a short ball to Teague Wilton. Ball comes free, and it's Jason Saab, my favorite Lebanese winger, with ball in hand. Here we go. You got round 25-09 at Brookvale. Sea Eagles 18, Sharks 16. Tries to Michael Robertson, Ben Farrar, Anthony Watmo. 1 out of 4 goals from Matt Orford. Orford had a ball night with the boot. Tries to Luke Covell, or Covell, probably Covell. Grant Millington. 4 out of 5 tries for Luke. Wait, am I tripping? 4 out of 5 goals for Luke Covell, I assume. Cronulla's Luke Douglas set off in the 25th minute for a high tackle. Didn't get suspended or fined for it. We used to live in a different time. Used to live in a very, very different time. Thoughts on Sam Walker, possible 10-year deal? Sign him up. Sign him up. A lot of people are like, what's he done to deserve this? I know for a fact if Sammy Walker leaves, we're going to regret it. I love that we're going to have him for a long time if he does sign. Hopewati, sort of feigned a pass, but probably would have been taken by the outside backs there of Cronulla, Sione Katoa in particular, if it had been thrown. Now in the hands of Taniela Paseka. Apparently, Roosters are thinking about signing the entire Teletubby FC team. So Lala, Tinky Winky, and Dipsy to join Poe. Would be a brilliant forward pack, if so. Good take, Ronaldo Mulatalo. Definitely the best Ronaldo currently in world sports. No doubt about that. But mainly, this has been good. It's been, throughout these opening 10 minutes, very much trading set for set. But the interesting thing about it is that it's not just kicking from the 40. You've had field position advantages for both sides throughout it. Momentum has well and truly swung at different times. Thoughts on Sam Walker calling his daughter Sky? Well, good joke. Good joke, but I was like, pretty sure Sammy Walker doesn't have a daughter. Skywalker would be a great name, though. And if he does have a daughter, he definitely should call her Skywalker. That's brilliant. Kick from the Cronulla Sharks on the last. It was good defense from Manly throughout that, and they're going to get the reward for it. With the ball returned well over the 40 there. Hopewadi taken about 45 out from his own goal line there. Thoughts on the game? I don't know. Is there a game on at the moment? Currently not aware. This is not anywhere near as entertaining as the Boons Bowl that we just had. Wouldn't want to run at Lala off the back fence. You wouldn't. It's not what you'd want. Absolutely not. When you are lining up a kickoff and you see Lala lined up at the back fence, you know that it's going to be a long day. You know it's going to be a very, very long day. Then the backup runs, the second or third tackle runs from Poe and Tinky Winky, bruv. You are finished. You're actually finished. So, it's not good. It's definitely not good. So, played there. It's my main man in at hooker, Lenaz, in it that role, wearing the number 14 jersey. I wonder what the ancestry there on that name is. Lenaz. I'm going to say Lebanese, but I'm not sure. And again, it's a poor kick, unfortunately. 20-meter restart there. Kennedy returns it. Sione Katoa with a run. Are Dark Spoon sealed? I would have said that it was sealed before today. It's absolutely sealed after today. No doubt about it. Although, Ronaldo Mulatalo, I was going to say with Titans Row, I don't think they win another game. Mulatalo beats the fullback. Still going here. Garrick will get him, though. A great run there. Brilliant run. And on the first, they're 10 meters out. They go the short side. I don't think that was the play. I think they would have had space on the other side if it had gone that way. Rabian will take a tackle there. Don't know about that. Don't know about that. Anyway, Hines. Now to find Brayley. In the hands of Trindle. Short ball. Short ball. There was maybe a hit to forward. I don't know. I'd want to see that one again. But Teague Wilton will score it. And Cronulla will open up the scoring.
Up, Cronulla, the boys in the black, white and blue.
What are your thoughts on the Roosters making the grand final? That's my tip. And it was my tip to
Leaguie,
start the year as well.
redeemed a thing.
X3 Ninja 7767 just redeemed. Change the background color.
Crazy name.
Change it to purple for Tinky Winky.
That is easily the first time I have ever had a Teletubby-related color change request. Easily. No question about it. Yeah. Pass was forward, unfortunately. I haven't seen the replays there, but I do. I caught a little glimpse of it just then, and I do think it was forward. Damn. Annoying, but it's easy to miss a short ball like that. Forward, yet Para fans get hurt when it goes unnoticed with Penrith. Oh, of course. Yeah, it was forward. It was forward. I will say, though, so we get one look at it, right? And at the live, I said, hint of forward, not sure. Want to see a replay. I'm sure the referee would love to see a replay as well. If the Roosters don't make the grand final, do you think the DCE was a failure? Nope, won't necessarily just mean that. He could play incredibly well, get us to a prelim, play incredibly well in the prelim, but the rest of his teammates let him down. So it's that kind of context. But certainly the expectation is make a grand final. Hides with the conversion, so it's 6 points, 2-0 for Cronulla. Oh, that signing DC was a mistake. That's an interesting change. Mistake is a lower threshold, I think. Because you can make the argument, kind of all that matters is winning a comp, right? And I guess if you can make the argument that if we don't win a comp, in hindsight, we would have been better just having Hugo Savala develop at 6. Sure. But I wouldn't necessarily say it was a bad decision. I'm a very big fan of judging a decision at the time the decision was made rather than judging a decision based on the outcomes. And at the time the decision was made, absolutely worth the risk. So, yeah. What happened to the Sharks this year? They were so mid at the start of the season, then just realized that mediocrity is the reason they haven't won the Cup in 10 years and are now in the top 4. Yeah, basically, that's pretty much how it played out. I don't even have much to add. That's literally just what has happened. It was forward SV, but it was a very, very close run thing, and I can understand why it was missed. Tough to take, though, for Manly fans, that's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, certainly not a fan of it, WTF. Again, let's not get into your weird-ass questions, please. Anyway. I don't know what the ruling actually here is. Just scrum, Manly, feed? Yeah. Scrum, Manly, feed. Do you think forward passes should be allowed to be reviewed to disallow tries? I'm going more towards that side, but it's tricky because angles are very deceptive. Very, very deceptive. And I don't think we would get consistent rulings. I think it would change the rulings we get, but I don't think it would necessarily make them a lot better. So, are the Sharks finals contenders? They are straight up in the top 4, brother. Yes, they are finals contenders. Favorite Roosters player currently, Connor Watson. Nick Lenaz has 5 games and 2 tries for Italia. That's cool. I'm pretty sure Lenaz is not an Italian name. It might be ancestry from a different part of his lineage. But I'm curious where the name Lenaz is from. Error there from Manly. So 14 minutes gone and it's 6 points to 0. They brought DC in for mentorship more than results. It helps that he's getting results. I don't really view it that way. I think they brought DC in for results. I think the year before we brought Chad Townsend in for mentorship. But I do think given that he's a starting half, results were the expectation, personally. Anyway. Leaguie, do you think Melbourne will not make the finals this year? Yeah, I do now. Favorite Storm player currently? It's not a hot field. I'm not a big fan of any of them. I mean, if you can count Elias Katoa, then I'm counting Elias Katoa for sure. Do you think maybe forward passes can't be reviewed but can be called live by the bunker? As in, if they think a pass is forward, they can tell the on-field ref live like touch judges do? No, that seems... I don't know why you would have one and not the other. In fact, that would just probably be worse than them being allowed to review it, because you're saying you have the same angles, but you only get one look and in real time. Who should the Roosters buy to replace Teddy when he leaves? The guy who I think will replace him is Rex Bassingthwaite, who's playing fullback in New South Wales Cup for us right now. Played the NRL earlier in the year, made his debut, and I think that he's very good. Is that going to be 6 more? No, it's still alive here. Kaufusi might score. Gets a beautiful offload. Kennedy, he's in. He's in. Scintillating from the Cronulla-Sutherland Sharkies. Underneath the sticks. Offload, 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 offload.
Up Cronulla, the boys in the black, white and blue.
SV, the reason why I do them in separate streams now on YouTube is because of packaging. They tend to get more views when I do it this way, because if you come just for Tigers and Cronulla, Sea Eagles and Cronulla, instead of getting all the different teams and you kind of have to figure out, what's going on there, you see Sea Eagles, Sharks, bang, you can click on that one, so it makes sense. Hey, did they offload? They offloaded like once or twice. Yeah, for sure. They offloaded a couple times. That was a very, very lovely try. Very lovely try. Is the board header power up? At Cronulla, it certainly is. Fitzy, Hazelton, Hohepuru, or is it Nivaipuru? I don't know which one of this board. I think it's Nivaipuru. Obviously, Trindle and Kennedy as well. If Nico Hines did opt to go bald, he would absolutely become the best player in the world again. Absolutely. I say again, he was never probably the best player in the world. I will say, though, there was absolutely 100% a time where Nico Hines was one of the best players in the world. There was. And revisionist history will make you believe that he wasn't, but there was. He won a Dally M. He was premier back in the day. Hines is looking at the camera, waiting for it to be confirmed. It is now confirmed. He hits it. And he converts it. 12 points to 0 it is. Right into the going up elevator stand. Say something posh again, please. No. I'm not. In fact, I'm going to speak overly bogan now from now on. Bloody Cronulla are ruining this game for us. I thought it was going to be a very interesting contest between two teams playing for high stakes. And now, instead, you've got a team who are really spoiling the party. Bloody Manly, mate. They can't deliver. They just can't deliver. The Lanaz name is extremely common in the USA, but there's no report of Nick being eligible for USA. Again, so I appreciate you doing the research, but I would imagine the Lanaz name being popular in the USA is because there's immigrants from a country who had the nickname, the surname Lanaz and carried it over. So, yeah. Not bogan enough because you won't let yourself swear. That's true. That's actually very, very true. All right, Wilton with it up to the 30-metre line. Brayley is in at dummy half here. On the fourth, it's not been the best kickoff set for Cronulla, but they'll absolutely take the start to this game regardless. I'll switch the colour back to blue. No, not blue. That's not my colour. My colour is green. I know my own branding after 2.5 years. Absolutely. Oh, stop. You sound like Ennis. I need a bit more deep awe to sound like Ennis. He has the awe sound. More like Ennis. Fosball is dead. Bulldogs to make the 8 and win the title from 7th. All right, that's, yeah, well, sure. Happy for you. Won't happen, but happy for you to believe that. 100%. Go ahead. Offload, is it an error? I think it probably was. No? Okay. He has got away with that one. I thought it might have come forward from Garrick there. But anyway, Joey Walsh recovers it. Leaguie, can you sing us a song? No. I will not sing you a song. I'm not a singer of songs. I'm not a song singer. I'm a commentator of league. I'm a league commentator. Call me a leaguey if you will. As Manly get a penalty there. And Manly, they do not kick for touch. They just go straight for it. And they're allowed to do so. Fogarty with a tackle there. Well, takes the tackle there, excuse me. Bench of Warriors now. Offload to find Kobe Hetherington. Tackle. So there's 21 minutes left on the clock here in the first half. Manly currently no points, but this is probably the best chance they've had all game long. Will you stream the Rugby League World Cup this year? Absolutely, I will. Yes, any game that I'm not at. Any game I can stream, I will stream. In the hands of Hamoleola Kawatu now, crabbing back infield. He's got a lot of room around him. If he had someone there in support, could have been very, very dangerous there. Simpkins short ball, crash play, and it's come free. It's come free. It'll be grounded in the in goal. Yeah, there's not going to be a review here on that one. It's just going to be a knock-on. Why would you try a crash ball for Leahy Hopawasi? Or Leahy Hopawasi?
Someone just redeemed a thing.
Dean off Travellau just redeemed Pepsi Max sip.
Alright. I'm so tired. If the team does a quick tap, does it prevent the other team from challenging? What happens if they challenge and the team does a legal quick tap? It's a great point, and I think it's a massively unspoken loophole in the game. You can still have time to challenge, but like a lot less time. But then I don't want there to be a world where, because there's what, the 10 seconds you have to put in your challenge from. I don't want there to be a world where after every penalty, a team has to wait 10 seconds to give the other team a chance to challenge or not. You know what I mean? That's kind of a little bit crazy. So, do IRL stream? No one would care. You would care. Some people would care. I don't have that interesting a life, really, outside of this. What am I going to stream? Me walking to Coles and back? Doing a bit of shopping? Nah. Not really an IRL streamer. Alright, kick on the last net from Cronulla. Underneath it is Hopper White. We'll return the ball. I'm going to be real. I'm getting a bit exhausted. I'm a bit exhausted. I will, at the moment, I will certainly try and push on and do the Roosters Tigers NRLW stream. But, my head's in spin. Whoa, Grand Piano Guy. Is it going to read it out? It's not going to read it out. Zach Lomax officially signs with Chiefs by Daily Telegraph. I want to see this. I'm looking it up. I'm Googling it. Yeah. Confirmed. Okay. Great signing there. Great signing there. Reported by Fox. So that will come up in the commentary for sure. In the coverage for sure, I mean. Yeah, he was unveiled as Chief 005 on Sunday. There we go. Walking down the tunnel as the signing was revealed before speaking to a crowd at Santos National Football Stadium. That feels like... It's unusual that I haven't seen that. Am Manly going to score here? They have scored here, I think. Try time for Manly. I couldn't IRL stream a game for a number of reasons, Watson. Firstly, that it's so hard to get enough cell coverage at a game to do that. Secondly, illegal. Would absolutely, like more clearly than anything else, they would come after me for that. Couldn't do it. So Lomax said, PNG, thank you very much, guys. I just want to say thank you so much, everyone. It's an absolute privilege. I'm super honored to be committed to you guys. Such a great opportunity for all us boys and everyone that's going to be coming over to the Chiefs. We're going to shock the NRL, I'm telling you, and I can't wait to be a part of it. I don't know what it is, but I'm not saying this is AI, right? But the way it reads to me, like, the 26-year-old was unveiled as Chief number 5 on Sunday, walking down the tunnel as the signing was revealed before speaking to a crowd at Santos National Football Stadium. I kind of, like, that reads to me like when we're doing those Facebook AI slot videos, posts. I don't know, like, you get the story of Nathan Cleary's signing was revealed as he walked down the tunnel in front of a crowd at Allianz Stadium. I'm so proud to be part of the Sydney Roosters. We're going to shock the NRL. Believe me, guys. It's such a privilege to be part of this. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it didn't happen. There's probably going to be video proving it, but you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Doesn't seem real. Lomax had one season in Union and he was already sick of it. I don't think he intended to be in Union for long. But yeah. Oh, it was a joke. I see, Watson. All good. No dramas. Kick is converted, and it is a 6-point ball game. It's a 6-point ball game, folks. This one is alive. It's well and truly alive. Was it from a Vietnamese Facebook page? No, it was from Mark Sargent, I think his name was, who writes for Fox League. Alrighty. Who's kicking for Manly? I think that was Fogs. Didn't really look, but I think it was Fogs. Ha! TJC says, then he put down his clipboard, looked directly into the camera, and said something that shocked the world. Insert link here. Yep, that's what they were like. I pick up what you're putting down, like, man. Yeah, it's not just, you know, it's not just me and my head. Not just me and my head. They're just building the New South Wales Blues at this point. Wait till they sign Nathan, bro. Wait till they sign Nathan. Bro, AFB's here. I said this before the game. I don't know what the hell is going on with Adam Fanua Blake's noggin. But wow. Okay. It's a decision. I want to get a closer look at it. I just saw it briefly in the warm-ups, but damn. Yeah, again, WTF, couldn't do that. Would not be allowed to IRL stream at a game. The feed is janky again. Is it, I've asked this before, and I apologize if someone answered this, but is it janky for you guys on YouTube, where it just, like, sort of clips? I don't know if it's an issue with my OBS or what, but it seems to just sort of be clipping every now and then. I don't like it. Yes, Mario, I did see it. If you go back right to the start of this stream, you'll see my reaction to it. I was very, very surprised. Very surprised. I thought that they would figure it out. But wow, yeah, the way that they're going to go into next season with completely different halves, much worse halves probably, unless some miracle happens. Yeah. Right, so AFB has shaved his head completely bald and has a rat tail. And has strapped it up as well. That might be one of the worst haircuts I've ever seen. It truly might be one of the worst haircuts I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen some doozies. I've seen some Chelsea later doozies. But that is... Wow. Wow. That is actually shocking. That's actually shocking. Gus... Oh, knock on there from Papawate. Gus Good said it looks like the sort of haircut you get when the fire alarm goes off at the barber and everyone has to evacuate. Do not joke about fire alarms. Here's a fact. We have had 5 fire alarms in 5 days in this building. That, like, it's likely, given that I'm going to stream for about 6 hours today, it's likely that throughout this is going to be a fire alarm. There was one during the stream on Friday. Could happen. What's worse, AFB's or Kafusi's? I think this is worse. Kafusi's was bad, but I think this is worse. Love a dirty rat tail. It's a real rugby league haircut. Look, it is the dirtiest of rat tails. You're not going to see a dirtier rat tail than that. Nice offload, though, from the Ratty. On now to find Billy Burns. Takes a tackle there. Can't see anyone talking about it being janky, so I think it's fine. Has anyone brought you up on the ref debate yet? Yes, and we're working through the exact terms of it. It's going to be in person, though, and not live stream, but it will be posted in full. So, yeah. Did you have one yesterday? We did, yes. It was during Cowboys and Broncos, so actually it was down during Warriors and Bulldogs. Ronaldo Mulatalo will score here. I want to watch his arm. It would have gone close to the dead ball line, but anyway. Try is awarded to Cronulla.
Up Cronulla, the boys in the black, white and blue.
Who's the guy that keeps trying to burn down the building? Probably you. Yeah, if I was streaming yesterday, Warriors and Bulldogs, we would have had another fire alarm during the stream. That was so forward. I didn't see it as being forward. No, I was backwards out of the hands. Did you know that Week's rat tail is a tribal thing rather than just a haircut? I did not know that. There we go. That's really interesting. Ivan Solo, thank you.
That's why you get the big bucks.
Just want to say thanks for your weekend streams.
Thank you for the donation, Ivan, or Ivan. I don't know where really that first name ends and the second name starts, but thank you so much. I'm very flattered that anyone watches my weekend stream, so I appreciate you being here for them. That's so nice of you. Thank you. Ronaldo did a cartel with the arrow. What is it with the Sharks wingers? Yeah, the pass wasn't forward. Definitely wasn't forward. Sharks wingers don't know how bows work.
Hey, Leaguie, someone just redeemed a thing.
C_Phantom just redeemed change the background color. Yellow square emoji. What? Did you think there was gonna be a massive stream? Why would you assume that?
As in for the debate? The only reason why it's not being live streamed is so that we can produce it a little bit better. But, yeah. It's going ahead. It's going ahead, not next week, but the week after. And I don't know when it's going to be out, but it's going to be entertaining. It's going to be very entertaining. That bloke donated in USD? Really? Damn. Well, if you're watching from the US, God bless that. No. No. Thank you, though, for being here. Much appreciated. The Shire bow is different, evidently. But, dude, I'm from the Shire. I know how they work. They work like this. That's how you do a bow and arrow. So, anyway. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. No, I meant massive stream of the yellow... See, Phantom, I'm going to be honest. I don't know what you mean by that either. Massive stream of the yellow square emoji. Oh, stream like continuous flow of them. Right. Got it. My bad. My bad. All right. So run up to the 30 there from Sione Katoa. 18 points to 60 days right now in favor of Cronulla. This is a very interesting little 12-minute period heading into the break.
Hey, Leaguie, someone just redeemed a thing.
I say it all the time, but 18-12...
Oh, Hasman just redeemed Pepsi Max sip.
18-12 and 24-6, entirely different. Mulatalo down the sideline does well to see him field. This will be the 4th. Good run from him, though. Very good run. Hello, Tobico. How you going? Did Leaguie swear? On God, didn't realise you left. Knock on there from Hines. Former Manly-Warringah Sea Eagle. He didn't play first grade for them, but he played for them. Knocks on there. Before you know if the Vietnamese Facebook pages are going to be posting about how you believe the refs never make mistakes and they shouldn't be criticized. Oh. I was like, what? Before you know it, the Vietnamese Facebook pages are going to be posting about how you believe that the refs never make mistakes and they shouldn't be criticized. That's ball knowledge from yourself, Lily. That is ball knowledge.
Noah of ball knowledge.
Because so many people get that wrong about my opinions. So many people get that one wrong. Favorite NRL roast? The NRL roast. Definitely my favorite. Penrith Premiership contenders? No. And that makes me a...
Noah of ball knowledge.
I love that. I love that. What should I do to the people who steal my iced coffees? Cut them. From your life. Not like physically cut them, but just cut them out of your life. Like as in, like no longer associate with them. I don't know if that was clear or not. I mean, like, just don't be friends with them anymore. But not like physically with a knife. Like, that wouldn't be polite. So played there by Hopewadi on the last here. Simkin gets out to find Jamal Fogarty. Hoists it high up in the air. He's trying to find the wing of Jason Saab with a good catch, but bundled immediately over the sideline there. Really didn't have enough room to work with. What's your opinion on the week got a dog, Mr. Salmon? I like him more as an edge back rower than as a lock, but he did well yesterday. Leaguie, there was no better team to officially put Broncos to the ground than the Cowboys. It worked very well. Sometimes rugby league is poetry, and that was nice. That was very, very nice. I was going for Broncos, personally, but I do like the Cowboys a lot more than I like the Broncos. So I was happy to see the win, all things considered. Leaguie, how much to play Luigi's Mansion on stream? The cost of the game plus $1 billion, basically. I'll do it for the cost. Like, I'm happy to negotiate the billion down. I'll do it mostly just for the cost of the game. That's the key part of it for me. 6-8 to Cronulla. Should I sign Piastri or Antonelli in F126? Antonelli will be a better driver, but Piastri's Australian, so you have to sign Piastri. You have to... What's the worst hairdo? AFB, Kofusi, Arrow's mullet, Gotho's bald beard, or Leaguie's beard? Leaguie's beard was pretty bad back in the day, but I think this takes some beating, honestly. Maybe the Kofusi is worse, but damn. 6 there again for Cronulla. Yes, Highlanders fan, you did lose yesterday, and I would like to say I'm sorry to hear it, but I really wasn't, because we're now in second. Talakai around the middle of the field there. He had one of his all-time, in fact, it was the best performance of his career ever against Manly. That was at Shark Park, though. Brayley to find Hines. Short ball to the worst haircut you'll ever see. And he might get there, you know, Adam. Former Sea Eagle. It's going to go up as no try. I think the ball's come free. It has. He's claiming a strip already, so that's not, it's not a good sign. Not a good sign. Let's see here. Captain Underhill, good point. Underhill, when he first signed with the Bulldogs, was egregiously bad. AFB. I think there's a stripping motion involved. They say Hopewadi's looking to lock the ball up. I don't agree with that call. I think Hopewadi probably did strip it out. But anyway. Oh, the Angus Crichton man bun was beautiful, Kalani. It was beautiful. It was, you know what? Bloke in a bar, Denning Camp described it brilliantly. It's organic. He was a very organic man back then. Felt very organic. Not a big fan of Connor Watson's hair at the moment. But anyway. Was this Friday the best Friday of the year, Leaguie? 2 thrillers? Given the Roosters won, absolutely yes. Absolutely. 1,000,000%. Chook says, up the Chookies. Well, that's not a surprise. That's not a surprise, but I wholeheartedly, vehemently, and catastrophically, constitutionally, bombastically, cataclysmically, and constituently agree. So, yes. Yes. 8 minutes left in this first half. 17 missed tackles to 7, and that does tell the tale of the tape. Manly with the worst stats there. Sort of why Cronulla are largely on top. Most overrated and underrated Roosters player. Not keen to say overrated. I also just don't really think we have many overrated players, but underrated, I think Nat Butcher's been consistently underrated for quite a long time. Premiership winner. He's very good. Very, very good. This will be 7 tackles. Once more, they've not kicked well, Manly. They really haven't. It's constantly from Cronulla field position. And I did say, look, 24-6, very different prospect to 18 to 12 heading into the break. And it's looking more likely it's going to be 24-6 the way that this is currently going. Thoughts on reaction content? No, we know. No, you know my thoughts on reaction content. I'm not getting into it. I'm not getting into it. Rugby League is poetry, and the Dragons are that one near rhyme towards the end that kind of works but really ruins the flow of the poem.
Noah of ball knowledge.
Yeah. Pretty much. I'll give you that. Absolutely, I'll give you that. Nikora with it. Gets an offload back to find Jesse Ramian, who's in space. Clean through, he's got support, and he just kicks randomly for himself on the third. That's a diabolically bad call from him. He's going to somehow force a goal line dropout. He had no business doing it. Kicking on the third when there was no one chasing through but himself, really, was terrible. But anyway, it's worked out for them in spite of Jesse Ramian there. Wow. My friends are Broncos fans. How do I convince them to stop supporting a bad team and support the best team of all time, the Roosters? Basically show them Jason Tedesco 2019 highlights. Basically. Alright, kick there. It's gone short, the dropout. Did they go 10? Molatalo has got it. It's been bopped backwards. Cronulla do recover it. 25-ish meters out. Never heard of that one. WTF. Anyway. Iro does well to get away from Josh Felity there. Do you reckon Stafford Toa starts at centre? Did I say starts at centre? Stafford Toa starts at centre. Try saying that 5 times backwards. My God. Next year for Manly over Felity. Or given that Garrick is leaving, maybe... Nah, because Troyvich will come back in at fullback. Has Hines got there? He's over, but I don't think he's got the ball down. Oh, no, it's been awarded. It's been Rugby League awarded. I don't know. This might be difficult to overturn, but I didn't think he got it down. Anyway, try Cronulla.
Up Cronulla, the boys in the black, white and blue.
Haven't seen your post yet, St. George Dragons fan. I will do it. I will check it out, but I have not seen it. I've not seen it. Tips on making sports content on YouTube. Tips on making any content on YouTube. Focus on packaging. Thumbnail and title is by far the most important thing that so many people overlook. You can make the greatest video of all time, and it doesn't matter if no one clicks on it. A lot of creators learned that the hard way. Way more creators make good content and never learn it. They make terrible thumbnails and then no one clicks on it, and that's that. They very quickly just lose sight of the goal, and that's it. So yeah. Tricky one. Garrick to Chooks, indeed. Indeed, he is coming to us. Tiger season genuinely just reflects the Lightning McQueen crash scene to a T. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much does, unfortunately. Oh, hey. WTF made a Leaguie iceberg? I didn't know you'd made that. I did not know you'd made that. I'm going to put that up on screen later. That's so cool. Kick there from Nico Hines. So it's 24 points, 2-6. It's that margin that I mentioned. And yeah, I mean, that might kind of be curtains. Might kind of be curtains, not going to lie. Not going to lie, might kind of be curtains, actually, as it currently stands. I realize I'm looking in the wrong post section. Anyway. Dragons with that rusty police car. I don't remember that. Was that from Cars 3? I see the poster, George Dragons fan. How did you make it? I can put it on screen, maybe. I'm going to assume you didn't make it, though, organically, so to speak. If you AI generated it. Like, nice, but... That's gone dead, has it? Off the kickoff. Oh, no. Oh, Ruben Garrick. Yeah, it has. Brilliant work from Sione Katoa. Jeez, he's stretched massively, but penalty Cronulla. It's really been poor. It's really been very poor for Manly in this. It's been egregiously poor. God damn. I think it is a slop. Please put it on screen. So that's not answering my question. I'll be honest, bro. I'll be honest. Like, yeah, I have very strong opinions on AI slot, but Trigger Stream said, go check this out. It's super important, and it's an AI slot logo. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing that again. Anyway, Hides with it out the back to find KL Iro, hitting it up. He's meters shy on the third. They could score again here. Have it 30-6 at halftime. It's gone crazy. This first half. 2.5 minutes to go. 2.5 minutes to go. Hines with it. Now back to find Kennedy has got numbers out wide. They're going to score again. It's an absolute light blue tidal wave.
Up Cronulla, the boys in the black, white, and blue.
Wow. They are cooking Cronulla. They are absolutely cooking the Cronulla-Sutherland Sharks. Wowzers. Manly really need to update their squad next year. We've overlooked it because of Fosball. They had a roster that I tipped to finish last. They did. And Fosball absolutely massively helped. But with Garrick leaving next year, with Jake Trbojevic another year older, with Tom Trbojevic another year older, bit of a yikes. That's cool. It's a George Dragons fan. I trust that you properly edited it, but given that it is at least mostly AI generated, I won't be putting it on screen. Appreciate it, but I won't be putting it on screen. Most underrated young rooster.
Hey, Leaguie, someone just redeemed a thing.
Oh my god.
League, I didn't swear, just redeemed, changed the background color. Hey Leaguie, I heard you had the fire alarm on you twice this week, and I have to say maybe the friendly Leaguie's allegations are right and you are a Labour voter, so here have this, and also make it red and green because it's Christmas.
Okay. Will do. Please, and I feel like a bit of an ass for just constantly asking people to do this and they don't do it anyway. Please don't abuse the change the background color thing, because that's obviously a lot more than red and green. But anyway, what a kick from Hines. He's converted that. Red and green it is. But yeah, kind of like honestly, I'm actually kind of getting to a point where I'm just thinking I might turn off text-to-speech with that, because it's obviously so long. Happy for you to leave all of that as a comment, but like, you know. Yeah. What I was going to say, yeah, underrated young Rooster Rodwell. I think a lot of people don't know how good Toby Rodwell is. Did play earlier this season, but a very, very good young half. It's alright, Leaguie didn't swear. No dramas, and I don't mean to make you feel bad. Definitely don't. It's a really funny joke, actually. Really funny joke. But yeah, just in future. All good. I think Ben Trbojevic, he came out badly from that. Talakai might have just ended it. The one-hand carry. No. Oh, yeah, the stumble from Ben Trbojevic afterwards, and Hines went straight forward to help him. Damn. Yeah, they all got around him. Maybe add a character limit for it if you can. I actually looked at that the other day. I don't seem to be able to. Burbo, unfortunately, up the tunnel. If Nico Hines scores another try, can you say, I effing love Nico Hines on stream, especially because did Leaguie swear is here? I can say effing, that's not a swear. That's not a swoop. Favorite Dragons player? I don't know. I like both Couchman and Rauchman quite equally, so yeah. Alright, we've got another penalty here for Cronulla. There's only 10 seconds on the clock. They kick for hella distance. Absolutely hella distance there. They might try a field goal. They've gone back to find Trindle. They're going to go for the two-pointer. Trindle hits it, and it's too low. It's away to the side. 30 points to 6. My brother, I swear, when wow. 20 minutes into this game, it was 12-6. Anyone's game. It has just blown the hell out. It's crazy work. Crazy. Can't believe it. I can't believe it. 30 points to 6 is insane. Who saw this coming? I mean, admittedly, good thing for my tips. I've tipped Panthers, Roosters, Raiders, Titans and Sharks this week. It's actually not that good tips. I tipped Broncos, I think. Oh, did I switch? No, I definitely tipped Broncos to beat Cowboys. Damn. Yeah. My tips have not been that good, so I kind of need this one, actually. Kind of need this one. I don't think that's swearing. It's look, if no one here speaks sign language, although you speak that bit of sign language, so anyway. But can Cronulla make sure they don't choke in the second half? I mean, yeah, sure. That's absolute prime NRL commentator, keep fans engaged. Oh, it's anyone's going from here, folks. It's not anyone's going from here, folks. This one's all over Red Rover. But anyway. Anyway, what are your thoughts on Mac about going to rugby union? It makes me sad. Or Union, actually. It makes me very, very sad. Very sad. Oh, yeah. I forgot about this. WTF made a Leaguie iceberg, which is brilliant creativity. And I haven't actually read through it. I hope it's all okay, because normally I don't take a risk like this, but I am going to put it up on screen. Let's see what we've got here. I've not formatted this overly well, but it's very much on the fly. So, at the top, Roosters fan lives in Canberra and makes YouTube video, streamer wears green suit. This we know. This we know to be true. These are factual claims. Factual claims backed up by facts and evidence. Has appeared on Bloke, Instant University, makes long form and shorts. New South Wales fan, ref defender. Also, I think, yes, good point. Very good point. Quite known. Now we go underneath the water. International Rugby League lover, Dom Young. Every NRL team something in X minutes. Yes, true. Sunderland supporter, also true. LeaguieGames. Yes, good point. I like the way this is going. Let's go even further. F1 fan, Papa Leaguie calls true. Leaguie cast, charity match, redeemables. This is so creative. Grew up in Netherlands, Mauritian, studying law, GTA fan, Teddy time. We're getting deep here. Let's get even deeper. Chair streams. Bondi Beta, show the game. Tiger Walker himself, misspellings and polls. True. This is so good. Dave Brown 4 tries in 2010. This is deep levels. Jada Barrel, South Shirt, Dylan Lucas, he scored 2 kiss. Josh Felony, Chester the Molested, Jacob Taliban, etc. And for the last level, this is so creative. So much went into this. I really appreciate it. Xbox equals wife. True. I remember that. Jackson Ford owns your poverty franchise. Tiger's career mode is deep. I might not seem like a lot. I'm not even sure what that one is. Tonga versus Samoa stream. Oh, the Tonga Samoa stream. Oh, the Tonga Samoa stream. The Tonga Samoa stream's crazy. That was the lightning delay of the Tonga Samoa stream. Wow. I have never struggled so much as a content creator to just sit here and fill... I think it ended up being about 40 minutes, but I didn't know if it was going to be hours or whatever. Just waiting. Grand Piano Guy, it was a lightning delay
Hey, Leaguie,
between Tonga and Samoa. Oh.
Smart guy, yay, just redeemed timeout somebody else. Timeout the silly Billy Chico Willie 420.
Okie dokie. Will do. Yeah, I just had to sit here and I was trying to somehow find content to fill time, but I didn't know if the game was going to be back on in 5 minutes time or in 50 minutes time. So it was so hard to plan for anything. It was, yeah, not good. Not a good time. Not a good time. We'll switch the background color back to the green on green. As someone who was at that game, I was so annoyed at the weather. I mean, I can understand that for sure. Being at the game and being annoyed. But, like, streaming it, being like, okay, everyone's here. You've got to keep them engaged until we go back on. You've got absolutely no props. You've just got to fill it in with something. Yeah. We're going to finish off that 27-0 run. Because it started brilliantly. We've picked 3 players so far. That's not formatted properly, is it? We have picked 3 players so far. And 2 of them are Cameron Smith and Jonathan Thurston. So that's what you want. That's what you want. Let's keep it going. We've still got a reroll in hand as well. Raiders 2014. Can we pick Whites in at center? Yes, the best we can. Okay, that's probably fine. No, I'll pick Josh Papali'i, actually. Back row. I think those back rowers are just good enough. Any lower and I'd be annoyed. Illawarra Steelers 1998. Ooh, we've already used the back rowers. I could have used Craig Fitzgibbon. No! Oh, no, I can. I can use him at lock. Good. I will do so. Even though there are better locks out there. I'm just seeing if there's anyone else on this side. Yeah, Craig Fitzgibbon. That, we can't get any lower than that. Eels 2025. We're going to get a lot lower than that. Fox on the wing. Fine. This is... we need something better than this, though. Roosters 2000. Freddie can't. No. Could have picked Freddie at lock. Minicello on the wing is good, though. Yeah. Wing. Not bad. That's good. That's very good. Tigers 2018. It was a year after Tedesco. But Benji at halfback is fine. That'll be the go. Just confirming there's no one else. Yep. Luke Brooks, unlucky to miss out, though. Every R's combination is just Jonathan Thurston and Benji Marshall. Always ends up being. Oh, the context 7 might not seem like a lot. Okay, it was not it was 7. It's on one stream, some guy asked you to set up something on Twitch, and you pointed out there's only 7 people watching on Twitch, and someone said 7 might not seem like a lot. Oh, sorry. But imagine 7 people making out with you at once, and you said, oh, I have multiple times. I'm a funny guy. That's quite a funny line to come up with right there. Darren Lockyer, welcome to the fullback spot. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. That's a spine. That is a rugby league spine. I was just going to say we need Greg Inglis now. I literally was just going to say we need Greg Inglis now. And who do we get? Greg Inglis. Wait, no, what? What? I forgot about this. He played for Souths in 2019. He retired immediately, but he played for South Sydney in 2019. He started, I remember, round 1 against the Roosters. That's rubbish. I've been robbed. I've been absolutely robbed there.
Hey, Leaguie, someone just redeemed a thing.
God damn it.
Cat and Ellerberg just redeemed, changed the background color. Blau.
Blau it is. That's so annoying. He would have been perfect. And I got the role. Eels 2025. Nah, okay, this is a reroll. This has gone diabolically bad. Since we got all the right players. No. Bruv. Willie Mason, I guess. Tamana Tahu does alright, but it's going to be Willie Mason. A prop in a center. We've used the reroll. Okay, that's good. Mark Gasnier. No Greg Inglis, but Newcastle 2021 is the last one. Mario, thank you so much.
If the Wallabies get grouped at the World Cup next year as union kinda done in this country, 4 players gotta wait 4 more years for a Dubsy, only have 4 pro clubs and make less money than people in Europe.
Apparently, I saw an article the other day that's having a resurgence, and they're the hottest ticket at town. I don't think that was necessarily true. Yeah, maybe Mitch Barnett as any 83. That's a shame. That went really badly in the end. I don't know enough about rugby union to be able to make a commentary on whether it's, quote, done in this country. I don't know. At what point is rugby union ever done? The sport itself will still be alive. That's annoyingly close. So, yeah, it kind of depends how you define it. You know what I mean? They have NZ, Chile, and Hong Kong. They aren't getting group mate. That's the group? Yeah, no, we ain't getting grouped. I live in Brisbane. I met Paddy Carrigan, Lockie Neal, and Ali Brigginshaw and got to hold the NRLW and AFL trophies at the end of last year. That's crazy. That's really cool. Menzies is a good start. Rabbitohs 2022. That'll be Jai. Yes. Let's go. I'll stick him in the back row, though, not Lock. Cronulla-Sutherland Sharks. 06. Paul Gallen. That's why you pick... Oh, no. I'll pick him at front row, actually. I was going to say that's why you pick Arrow in the second row, not at Lock. Dragons 2018. It's all come down now. That's not good. James Graham, never mind. James Graham's fine. James Graham is good. Is McDonald Joe's the best stadium? No. Suncorp or Allianz are. There's a reference, see, Phantom. That belongs on the iceberg. Lock up your Deutscher at Louis Häuser. Yes. Would you rather trade Walker for Cleary and Teddy for Sewer, or Robson for Cam Smith? Cleary, Sewer, and Cam Smith are all in their prime. Robson for Cam Smith. Teddy Fasua as in Suafa'alongo? That's a downgrade. Walker, you know what? Probably actually I would go Walker for Cleary. I would go. How's first half of the game? Kind of crazy. You had to be there. I can't explain how good it was though, so you're going to have to just rewatch the entire stream. Yeah. Peak Ray Stone is rated 100. Unfortunately, I don't think that's true. We do not really have any good picks here. At all. I think this is a reroll. It's got to be a reroll. That's annoying. Legman, did you add a gradient to your logo? I did. Thank you for noticing. A lot more people notice than I thought would notice. Gasnier in the centers, solid. We've still got all those spine positions open. We won't now. Cooper Cronk will surely be the pick there. Just making sure there's no one else. 68 Ryan Hall's temptation. Oh, Latrell. Do you take Oh, this is interesting. Do you take Latrell while you can? I don't think you do. I think you pick a 95 rated Nathan, Cooper Cronk. But there's a real temptation to take Latrell at center when you can. There's not as many better halves. Sorry, there's more halves that are around Cooper Cronk's level than there are centers that are around Latrell Mitchell's level. But I can't not take Cronk. He's my favorite player of all time. Cowboys 2021. Tamalolo. This is shaping up very nicely now. Titans 2012, less nice. We've already used the reroll as well. Oh no. I don't like any of these. Mead is not as good as he should be in this. Neither is Greg Bird, although I wouldn't pick him at 5'8" anyway. I'm going to go an outside back, certainly. I know Idris isn't that good, but I've got to pick Idris. That's annoying. That's annoying. The coaching situation is diabolical for them. For Wallabies. Who is? I don't even know who that coach is. I have no idea who that coach is. Annoyingly, Wiki's the only really good one here. I'm not picking Brett Finch. God damn it. It's really kind of fallen off here. I'll go Szykovsky at the wing. Is 85. It's not gone well. What fullback? Oh yes, fullback 5'8" and hooker. I was just gonna say could save it. And we're gonna get the hooker we want. All right. Para 2013 Hayne. Oh yes. It's come back here. So we've got 2 left. Fullback at 5'8". We need some luck. I'm gonna be honest with you. We do need some luck. But this could be huge. Broncos 1999. Oh my days. This could be the go. Come on. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, what a spine! Slater, Lockyer, Cronk, Smith. I've not made a better team than this. I have absolutely never had a better team than this. Idris unfortunately lets it down. Like, massively. But wow. Okay. If this one doesn't get it, I swear. It's not doable. It's just not doable. You just can't. Yeah, it's just not doable. It's not doable. It's just not, unfortunately. And it sucks. It's just not doable. You can't do it. Can't be done. Impossible. Unachievable. Unobtainable. Unrealistic. Beyond the pale. Incomprehensible. Inconceivable. That was it. That should have been it. That's brutal. I'm actually gonna go cry now. That's shocking. I'm a weep uncontrollably for hours after this stream, bro. Ha! If this one doesn't get it, I swear, you 30 seconds ago. So that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Evidently not what I meant. See Phantom gets the reference. Yeah, Tiger, go ahead and make an iceberg if you'd like to. If it's as good as WTS, I'll certainly feature it on stream and have a little look. I'm sorry, I'm rattled by that. That had to be the one. Bro, Slater, Lockyer, Cronk, Smith in the spine. Tamalolo in at lock. That was it. We have kickoff anyway. We have kickoff. Dean, why? I think I asked you earlier, and I apologize if I just completely, ignored your answer. Why are you shaving your hair? How did that not win? I don't know, bro. Look, well, I will say, there's certainly an element of randomness involved in it, and I just, it didn't work out. Didn't work out. Would you play Blaze Lungy in outside backs for Niue to get Lycan King Tonga in the halves with Dylan Brown? Yes, I would. Or I play Tonga at fullback. That's actually probably more what I would do. All right. Played there by Jesse Ramian, who made a very poor decision earlier on after line break in this game, but came up with a goal line dropout anyway. I'm going to be real. The fact that I'm only halfway through this stream is kind of blowing my mind. Anyway, Trindle put it high up in the air. Underneath this one is going to be Hopawate, who catches it, turns it backward, knocks it on. Knocks it on. We got a penalty, though, instead for Manly rather than that. I wonder what the ruling is, and we're going to challenge it here, Cronulla Sharks. And I will say, Blake Brayley was involved there and was very confident. Michelle, I don't watch any Union at all. No, I will be going to one of the Bledisloe Cup games later this year in Sydney, but it will be the first Union game I've watched in about 10 years, honestly, so... There's a lot of offside Sharks here. There's a lot of offside Sharks here. I take it Bones does get involved. I did it because I was bored and wanted a haircut, and because I can't do a hairstyle other than a bald myself, I went bald. Fair enough. I mean, my hair's not the greatest, but I have cut it myself for a while now. Yeah, Chuck. I've had people say that I should collab with those two for a very long time. We make very different styles of content, but I happily would if the chance ever came up. At the heart of it, I think Union will fall in the next couple of decades. They refuse to have a real domestic competition in this country. Yeah, could well be the case, and I think I'd be quite happy about that if it means that it creates more space for League to tap into, certainly. Why are you going to the Bledisloe Cup?
Hey, Leaguie, someone just redeemed a thing.
Nah.
French_Charlie.
I'm sorry, but I just mentioned it. That's an essay. That's an essay. That's an essay, bro. I apologize. And I know I'm kind of, being a bit of a spoil sport there, but like, come on. Come on. I think I've pulled you up on it specifically in the past as well. Don't abuse the text to speech on that. I will just turn it off. If you want to have a read of that, go ahead. It is quite funny, but anyway, yeah. What was the color? Yellow. Cool. Kennedy on that kick return there. This is why we can't have nice things? Pretty much. Pretty much. I understand it's funny, but I can't have someone who basically takes control for 30 seconds of my stream or more with a text to speech. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right, I live in Brisbane, and after what I had to endure last year, I'm going to let everyone know about how the Roosters making finals of the Bronx aren't. Roosters highlights are going to be my best friend. Absolutely lay into them about it. As is your God-given right. As is your God-given right. So, yeah, shoulder to the head, unfortunately, there. It's unfortunate. I don't think it'll be anything more than a penalty, but it is certainly a penalty in favour of Cronulla. All right. So, Trina will kick for touch. I can't believe this scoreline. I really felt this would be a tightly contested game. Manly would be so up for it, but they're just not. What's their draw for the rest of the year? I want to have a look at this because things could go from bad to worse. I kind of, based on my preseason prediction of them to win the sprint, I want them to go on a slide. But after this, it's a bye. Then Storm in Perth. Dolphins, Knights, Dragons, Warriors. There's a world where they only win one more of those. It's not going to get any easier from this point. Leaguie didn't swear, says, go for GI at centre and Latrell at centre, by the way, Leaguie. On 27-0, I'm aware. The only reason why I didn't pick Latrell at centre was because I had Cooper Cronk as an option. I don't know how it would have played out otherwise, but I did have to pick a Titan. Oh, they're going to score here easy. Brilliant from Nico Hines. That is brilliant from Nico Hines.
Up Cronulla, the boys in the black, white and blue.
Wowzers. Wowzers. I think you should just remove text-to-speech for the background. They can use tips for their thoughts. Wait, that's a great idea. Why have I never thought to do that? Rather than a character limit, that's a brilliant idea. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that right now. I think that's the thing I could do. I'm not sure. Did you enjoy the Canberra game live yesterday? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It was great. I mean, the atmosphere there was brilliant. They really came out in droves, the Canberra Raiders fans. Tigers was unfortunate, but anyway. I'm not removing text-to-speech. I'm removing text-to-speech for the color. Change the background color thing. No more than that. The hell was that? I'm assuming you guys heard that. What the hell was that? What the ever-living hell was that? You didn't hear anything? I heard something. I had a very, very loud sound. I'm very surprised if you guys didn't hear that. And I'm very glad if you guys didn't hear that. So you have to pay for it now? You have to redeem, like, I think it's about 10 cents. So yeah, you do. You did hear something? Okay. That was a sound. It was a sound. Okay, good. Good. Well, not good, but at least I'm not going insane. At least I'm not going insane. Yes, no, I've seen that message from Charlie Cup. I ain't reading it all out, but it is funny. If anyone wants to see a funny joke, they can read it. Whoa! Whoa!
Well, that's why you get the big bucks, baby. That's why you get the big bucks.
That's a new one? That's one I haven't seen in my chat before. Retro Rugby League. The man himself. Thank you so much. One of my true, like, genuine mates in the content creator space. He's always been very, very good to me, I feel. And yeah, we're aligned on a lot of things, so it's nice to work together a few times. He's awesome at what he does. I mean, if you don't know his content, you're living under an absolute proverbial rugby league rock. But yeah, he is brilliant in terms of the jersey reviews, in terms of the stories behind them. Always on the ball, on the money, really one of the best creators out there. So if you somehow don't know, bruh, go follow his content right now. I don't care if you leave the stream to do it. Get out of here. This is not worthwhile if it means that you're continuing your days without the content of Retro Rugby League. Bit of a glaze, sure, but you know what? It's deserved. It's deserved. All right, 36-6 it is. It remains. Here we go. Now in the hands of Nathan Brown across the halfway line. Manly, I said that I don't think they're going to win more than one game for the rest of the season. They've got that Dragons match. That's not true, actually. There's a world where they don't win more than one game. This was a huge one for them in terms of changing that momentum. But yeah, they just haven't done it at all. Too kind? Not true. Not true. Absolutely 100% deserved, Retro. 100% deserved. Ball, unfortunately for Manly, trickles over the sideline. And I think that might be the fourth time it's either the third or fourth time throughout this game that they have given away a 20-meter restart to Cronulla. And really, when you look at how Cronulla have had the better of the opportunities, when it comes to field position, it's kind of not surprising. Kind of not surprising. Yeah. Damn. It's just been really poor kicking. Really poor kicking. Retro Rugby League's a Roosters fan, which makes everything he says invalid. Sure. But however, you're here right now listening to what I have to say. And I don't know if you're across this, but I am actually a fan of the Eastern Suburbs District Rugby League Football Club. So, you know.
Hey, Leaguie, someone just redeemed a thing.
X3 Ninja 7767 just redeemed Pepsi Max.
There you go. I have not got much Pepsi Max left. I had taken absolute baby sips. I'm at risk of running out, honestly. I'm at risk of running out. On the fourth there, Iro. Good run. I know you're thirsty. I'm really not. I have had already about 1.1 liters of Pepsi Max, and I've got 1.15 to go. Sorry, 0.15 to go. Anyway. In a dummy half here, Brayley. Dummy's one way, goes the other. In the hands of Tig Wilton. Short ball, Iro. Let's get it to about the 10. There's one more tackle left here for Cronulla. Not that it really matters. There's still half an hour to go in this game. My God, Brayley out of dummy half will just take a tackle there. How is there still over half an hour to go in this game? Yay, the song I like. I love this background song. I'm going to make it a bit louder for it. Are the Roosters going to versus the Tiger or Raiders? Because I swear I don't remember those games happening yet. Yeah, Raiders, we will not play again. We played the Raiders down here in Canberra. Won 26-0. Tigers, though, we will play again. What is Brayley doing? Like, yeah, you're up by 30, but what the brain snap? I thought there was something on the short side. It closed up, and then he didn't really have time to make anything else out of it. When you're up by 30, doesn't matter. Go ahead and do it. Absolutely go ahead and do it. I'm a bit confused. Actually. How to turn off the text-to-speech for the redemptions. You said you would drink some for the Pepsi Max sip you said you wouldn't do when you got more. What? Not sure what you mean by that. Could you rephrase, perchance? Who do you think is the best NRL duo? My opinion is Critter and Bizza. Nathan Cleary, Jerome Luai. I know they're not together anymore, but neither are Critter and Bizza, so... Copyright music? This is not a copyright music song. Hides us through, in for Talakai, bang. You want a non-copyright song? Here we go.
Up Cronulla, the boys in the black, white and blue.
No, change the background color is not gone for good. Just the text of speeches. Just the text of speeches. Because people were evidently abusing it. So, you'll still see it appear. In fact, I'm actually quite keen to see someone redeem it. Because I'm trying to figure out on the fly how it works. But, yeah. I think, to be honest, I'm going to need to do it after stream. But anyway. Yeah. I'm going to try and figure it out, though. Given that this is, like, you know, quite literally...
Hey, Leaguie, someone just redeemed a thing.
Yeah, there we go.
Smart guy yay just redeemed changed the background color. Blue for Shark and Titan.
Okay. Yeah, so it hasn't, I haven't turned it off yet, but I also haven't figured out how to. Anyway, there we go. Why was there a fire alarm at your house on Friday? It's a building, a residential accommodation.
Big bucks, baby. That's why you get the big bucks.
If D never gifts a sub on Twitch, send it my way.
I think he has to do that, but yes. I'm sure he will. I'm not sure he will. I'm sure he might. I honestly can't remember. We've had so many fire alarms. I don't remember the reasoning behind them all. But all of them have been false alarms, so. But anyway. Will Manly still make the 8? I do not believe they will. No. I do not believe that they will. New end utility. CSF Talakai has 4 tries this season. Pretty good. Pretty good. Manly have already been faded, right? Because we're in that conversation. We are there. We are absolutely well and truly there. 100% there. That's where we're at. Still can't figure out how to actually change the alert as it pops up. Anyway, I don't know. Leaguie, stop smoking. You're causing the fire alarms. Yeah, I'm so no, definitely not doing that. For sure, absolutely, definitely not doing that. But oh, Manly haven't been faded yet. Manly are gonna get faded here. Sorry, there's half an hour to go in this game, bro. Manly, right? Does the Pope defecate in the woods? Yeah, Manly's getting faded. Manly is 100% getting faded. It's Jova. It's finished. Yeah, done. Over. Finished. Finished. Short ball there. There was a hint of forward there from Burns. Anyway, have you watched the Mates videos where it has all teams react to the NRL ladder? I actually haven't. They've been recommended to me, but I don't watch a lot of rugby league content aside from making it. When I'm not making rugby league content, I like to kind of stay beyond that and watch other things. So, yeah. Sort of the way that I go about it. Are you smoking the Canberra exclusive pot? I actually can't do that in my building. Unfortunately. Not that I would regardless, but yeah. Ah, yes, I figured out how to do it. No, I don't think I figured out how to do it. Damn, I'm going to figure it out after the stream. So, text-to-speech is going to be on until after the stream. When are you streaming NRLW? When it's on. After this game. I don't think Pope Leo did do that in the Illinois woods. By the way, so Illinois to me looks like a French word, and so I pronounce it Illinois, and I think that I like doing that more. I think that's more funny. Chicago, Illinois. That's how I say Chicago, Illinois. Am I a bit of a weird cat? I'm a weird cat for sure. You said you would drink something else when I reminded you. This was when you had the gross coffee and I kept redeeming drink Pepsi Max. Well, do you want me to drink Pepsi Max again? I don't remember these things. You want me to leave and get some water? I'll leave and get some water if that will please you. Honestly, the margin is 36 points. There's 25 minutes to go. I don't care about the rest of this game. I'll leave. I can do it. No stress, bruh. Easy. Yes, please. Back in a sec. This is for Ninja specifically. Bloody viewers never wanted me to bloody actually stream anything. Just leave. Yeah, we want to see the chair. Because why would you not want to see the chair? Like, you know, because the chair's commentary and analysis and insight is just great. It's just brilliant. You love to see it. At Captain's Challenge, yeah, and you know couldn't have triggered that Captain's Challenge animation for Cronulla? The chair. That was the wrong animation. That's a really, really bad moment for me. Oh, no. It is not challenge successful yet, unless that was a nice little through ball from me, Elliot, to oneself, you know what I mean? I don't know what they're challenging. Drink water now? It's not water. I actually did say I was just going to go get water, but it's not water. I made tea and I put it in a bottle. Wow. Delicioso. Wow, that's actually... Oh, my God. That's banging. Oh, that might be one of the greatest... So, you know T2? You ever heard of that brand? My mum really likes T2. And I am not really, like, a massive tea drinker. I have very basic teas, but she was like insistent that she gets me some tea too. This is mind-blowing. It is challenge successful, by the way, so I've got the animation right. I'm ascending. I'm having an out-of-body experience. I didn't know this was possible. Oh, caller, bro. I'm a caller. It's 42-6. It's 42-6. No one cares what happens to the rest of this game. I'm a caller right now. Right now. I need to tell her how good this was.
Hi, Dylan.
Hello. I just want you to know I'm currently live streaming and you are on stream. That you can hear what you say. I just wanted you to know. I sat down to have some of that T2 tea, and I think I've genuinely had an out-of-body experience. That might be... I'm ascending as a person. I've discovered heaven I didn't know was possible in this realm.
It is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's no calories, and it's a cup of tea that tastes like pancakes and maple syrup. You can't do better than that.
The mind is blown. It's very blown. So...
That's great.
Yeah. Cool. I need to get back to commentating, but I just felt that I needed to tell you that immediately.
Yeah, thank you. That's so great. I'm so happy.
Cool.
I love T2.
Nice.
A new person has joined the list of T2 drinkers.
Take out a mortgage. I'm going to buy all of them now.
Yeah. Okay. Super.
Bye.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. It's incredible. Incredible. Darren, is that your name? No, Dylan. Dylan is my name. Tell us the name of the tea. New York Breakfast from T2. Granted, like, you know, I put a fair bit of, you know, sweetener in it and all that and milk, but... Wowzers. I know what this stream needs. I know what this stream needs. I know what this stream needs, actually, to get it back on track. It needs this. The only thing that can possibly get this stream back on track and get us through the next 25 minutes, and that's what it will be at least, I know there's only 23 on the clock, of just absolute sheer boredness, is this. The absolute transformational, like, mental energy that takes place when I put on these sunglasses. I don't know why. It makes no logical sense. But I just kind of, I gain, I don't know, it has some sort of biological, psychological influence on me, and I just gain a little bit of brain waves. Yeah, that has drugs in it. I've not consumed, you know, drogas duras, as they say in Spain, in my life before. But if it's better than that, then I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'm surprised. And I don't think that that'll be the case. Don't think that that'll be the case. I'm not going to sing Morning Glory in a Bogan accent. We'll be here for too long. I do know the lyrics, though. Run there for Jason Saab, my favorite Lebanese geezer. Leaguie, you do realize both these teams scored 50 on the Dolphins, by the way. I do. I was pointed out before the stream. And I said, on that basis, because Cronulla scored 14 more points, Cronulla will win this by 14. Nope. They're going to win it by 40 instead. 40.
Hey, Leaguie, someone just redeemed a thing.
C_Phantom just redeemed Pepsi Max.
I'll redeem Pepsi Max, but this is objectively the second nicest drink that's currently in front of me. You know what I will say? And I want to point this out, and this is the absolute TMI, yeah? But you guys want to know what, like, you know, this kind of stuff anyway. One thing that I've absolutely mastered the art of.
Hey, Leaguie, someone just redeemed a thing.
I guess we'll never know.
We're just redeemed, change the background color. Keep it blue for Manly getting faded for the first time since 2018. Fun fact, that was by the Roosters.
Well, they haven't been faded just yet. But, anyway. Blue it is. C. Phantom really doesn't want to take away our text to speech. It's the thing, it's the classic tragedy of the comments. If I let everyone have it, people are going to take the piss. I guess I could just mute it when it's their thing. But anyway. Say thanks to me for the idea, please. I don't know if you've already said it. I was clipping something. Sorry, yeah, you want credit? You want credit? You tell me to go get water. Not the same. You don't get any credit. And in fact, I think you asking for credit makes me want to give you credit even less. You don't get credit. No credit whatsoever. You know who had the idea to put New York breakfast tea from T2 into my bottle? You know who did? My mother. My mother did. she insisted, buy it. And I was like, I don't really drink tea. Buy it. She was right. She was correct. You are not my mother. You're, at least not my real mother. So, yeah, basically. Why did you let that text to speech go, but not the Frenchman? Because the Frenchman wrote an actual essay. It was about 3 times as long as that was. I come back from a nice bike ride and I see this score, and you see me with sunglasses on talking about how Ninja is not my mother. It is crazy. 42-6. Granted, Cronulla have not really put the foot on the throat in terms of that chase of 50. I still think they'll get it, but yeah. Yeah. Do you think AFB did that to himself to avoid getting dropped, or did Fitzgibbon do it to him in his sleep because he watched your stream without liking it? Definitely the second option. Craig Fitzgibbon wants everyone to be bald, and he's starting with his own players at Cronulla. But one day Craig Fitzgibbon will run for political office, and if you do vote him in, he will, by supreme decree, make everyone bald. And you don't want that. You do not want that. And I don't often get into politics, although I absolutely often get into politics, but this is one of the political things that I think is hard to deny. Craig Fitzgibbon, don't let Craig Fitzgibbon make you bald. Don't let him do it. You can't do it. It'd be very, very bad if he were to do it. Can't have that happen. Not a chance. Run there for Nicola. Hines.
Hey,
To
Leaguie,
find...
someone
Oh,
just redeemed
we're
a thing.
still going here.
Tiger Walker fake just redeemed timeout self.
Timeout stuff it is. Tiger Walker fake. Actually, you know what? Because if I get rid of the text-to-speech for background color, it will get rid of that, and I don't want to get rid of that. I'll figure it out. It's D-Y-L-A-N, Stormonta, but hello. What a lovely ground that is, Brookvale Oval. Lovely ground. We need to maybe make the Jane Tri-stand a little bit taller, but aside from that, it's a nice venue. It's a lovely venue. 6 more there for Manly. It feels like it's just balanced out a bit more, and I can understand that, you know, Q's a bit in the rack there for Cronulla. But you should be motivated to hit 50. We'll see if they do. We will see. Thoughts on my profile picture? I don't really know what that is. I don't think I can see it really in enough detail. All right. Oh, knock on there, unfortunately, from Tolotau Kola. He had Garrick outside him. So is it... it was named as Kola wing and Garrick center. I guess it's Garrick wing and Kola center. That makes more sense, I think. Yeah. If I'm only just noticing that, that's bad knowledge from myself. That very much means that I'm not a...
Noah of ball.
I love that soundbite. I love that soundbite. This will be top 4. 1 Panthers, 2 Roosters, 3 Dolphins, 4 Wires. I think Wires still finished 3rd. And I don't think Dolphins will hit that hard. I think Cronulla are way more likely, but... Yeah. You're not my mother, Ninja. You're not my real mother. I don't see it as a George Vegas fan. I don't know what you mean. Oh, that straw's not up. Are the Sharks premiership contenders? Yes. Yes, they are. Are they top 3 premiership contender? No. But I think they're the 4th most likely team to win the comp. And if you finish at the top 4, the thing for them is that they'll be trying to overtake the Wires now. And if they do only finish 4th and then play Penrith week 1 of the finals, you know, that's tough. That's tough. Very, very tough. They would way prefer to play the Roosters at Allianz. So, yep. It's just too small. I'm not going to get into rating your profile pictures, people. I've got a game to commentate, all due respect. Freddie, that is funny, though. Once you have Asian, you won't go back to Caucasian. That's funny. I like that. Untrue, but I like that. I like that. Force backwards there. Josh Fellerty will be the man to play. 16 minutes left. Let's see what Manly can come up with, if anything. Remember that this was 12 points to 6. It's been 5 consecutive tries for Cronulla, all converted from memory. He's on point. Yeah, 7 out of 7 conversions for Nico Hines. But I'm disappointed by Cronulla. I'm disappointed. Not a good enough performance in this last 10 minutes or so. That's not true, actually. It is definitely good enough. But, no, I wanted to see them going with it a bit more. Are Sharks the most informed team in the comp? You can honestly make a really good case for that. You can make a really, really good case for that. It's a good point. It's a good point. All right, McInnes
Leaguie, someone
hitting it
just
up
redeemed a
beyond the
thing.
40.
It's underscore Hasman just redeemed head dent check.
Yeah. There's a dent. There's a rugby league dent there. Absolutely, there's a rugby league dent there. No doubt about it. Rugby league dent. One of the great dents all time. One of the great Harvey dents you've ever seen. Back in field there. So Cronulla will have one tackle left. They're about 10 meters out. Come on. We want 50. We want 50. Trindle kicking behind. It trickles through. Oh, I think he scored it, Iro. I think he scored it. He does the arrow celebration and it's been awarded. That is so poor. Trying to shepherd it dead. Iro, Johnny on the spot. Gets a try for Cronulla.
Up Cronulla, the boys in the black, white and blue.
All right, then, Ninja, if you're my cousin, what's your name? Hell yeah. So they'll probably convert that. It's actually, you know, that's a really tricky one. That's a really tricky one to get. But I'm pretty sure he did get it before it hit the dead ball line. There's only one more try anyway, so. Look at it. Who was the player that was shepherding it dead? What a kick from Trindle. Brilliant kick from Braden Trindle. Tricky Trindle. It was Hopawate. Oh, he had a swing at it, but it was an air swing. It was an air swing. And that will be try confirmed. Unlucky. Very unlucky. A swing and a miss for Hopawate. Comeback trust? I mean, yeah, I don't know if I trust you on that one, to be honest. I'm going to be absolutely fundamentally constitutionally real with you. That doesn't seem overly likely, mathematically speaking and statistically speaking. From a percentage characteristic, probably not enough time left. Guess Manly can't win the comp if he kicks this? No, there's, they still need 2 more points beyond that. We do want one more try, though. And I think there's enough time to get one more try. They will, surely. You can't say that with 13 minutes on the clock, they're not going to do it. Or a cheeky 2-point field goal. Tricky Trindle tried to kick a 2-point field goal at halftime. If he'd done that, this would be for 50. Hides hits it, and it's just beautiful. He's just that good, isn't it? He is just that good. Cronulla has nailed this entire performance. They really have. I'm your cousin Owen, and I'm from Canada. I like that you've gone so specific there. Just, you know, just absolutely Hail Mary. Don't have a cousin from Owen from Canada, though. Called Owen from Canada, unfortunately, though. I wanted to live in Canada a while ago. I wanted to go to university in Toronto. I love the city of Toronto. Toronto is a sick place. So cool. Might one day just go live in Toronto. That seems cool. Riding this one with you, dude, says Matt Galaxy. Matt, we ain't really riding nothing. I'm going to be honest with you. This is just a drab game, but yeah, no. Yeah, no. And I say drab game, like it's entertaining in the number of points, but we're trying to get to 50. We're trying to get to 50. That's what we're riding. Here we go. Up over the 30 here, Cronulla. Thoughts on Dargan's fans scoring... Thoughts on Dargan's fans scoring for Newtown Jets in the Curtain Raiser 2 this game? What? He did? I don't think that's true. Does he play Harold Matz? Oh, that's very cool if you did play. But wait, what? You were... The Curtain Raiser to this game, you were commentating in my stream earlier. I don't think you did play. So... Lily says, thoughts on Jasmine Strange? Very good player. Very good player. Versatile as well. Has played wing, centre, back row. But, yeah, good player. And also, I think it is a really good case study for the marketability of athletes. She knows how to grow that profile. One way to grow that profile. And does it very well. Now in the hands of Olakwatu, short ball. On to find Josh Felaherty. Simpkin finding Jamal Fogarty. There's still 11.5 minutes to go. Cronulla will get the ball back here, but really going to be coming out of their own sort of 10-meter zone. Screw your 100th win, Manly. What's this about 100 wins? Has the sun set in Canberra yet tonight? I don't know. I haven't seen the sun today. I don't leave this room. I actually live here. When I go off stream, I'll show you what it would look like when the stream ends, right? So I say, thank you all for being here. Thank you for hanging out. God damn it. I'll do it in a sec. Thank you, WTF.
The Pride in Q Cup have gotten 5 draws in 17 games.
Wow. Do they have golden point in Q Cup? That's amazing if so. What's happening? Did Era make an error? No, it was forward. It was forward. That was it. My mistake. Thank you for the $2, WTF. And I can't believe 5 draws in 17 games. It's crazy. Anyway, yeah, this is what it looks like when I end the stream. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for hanging out. I will talk to you all later. Bye. I then do the animation like this, and I just... And I just sit there until the next day's stream. That's pretty much how my reality goes. No golden point of reserve grade except finals. Okay, well, that makes it, like, a little bit more believable, I guess. But still, that's crazy. I wonder what the statistic chance of that would be. Synced it to the left-hand side. Fogarty with it. Spins it out to find Walsh, Hopawatse, and they knock on. It's just that day for Manly, isn't it? It's just that day. It is just that day. Ninja, I'm not looking that up. Come on. Come on. You can tell me what it says if you want, but I'm not going to go away from my stream and do something else. So, yeah. Leaguie, would you endorse me making a channel called The Leaguie? Absolutely, I would. Feel free. Go ahead. I won't sue you for copyright. Yet. You claimed to never leave that room, but said you had 5 firearms in 5 days. The math ain't mathin'. So, we have had 5 fire alarms in 5 days. I just haven't left the room, though. I've just kind of taken the risk. Will you wear your Roosters jersey for the goals game? Abso-freaking-lutely. Yes, and the background will be Roosters colours, for sure. Wow. 9 missed tackles for Cronulla. Damn. 9-45 is huge. That's incredible. 5 times as many. Hines is through. He's got support outside. This will be it. He dummies, gets it offload, and it's going to trickle towards Manly, unfortunately. Will it? No. Kartoa gets it. Did he knock it on? The ruling is a knock on. I think he's saying challenge here. Did they win their challenge earlier? I think they might have. Yeah, they're going to. The offload was poor. It was poor from Nico Hines. I don't think Katoa did knock it on, though. Oh, maybe actually towards the end there. Yes, Smart Guy, I did know the picture for the Rugby League category on Twitch is actually the cover-up for the original Rugby League game on PS2. I did, and I think actually it's the other way around, where there is no category for Rugby League streaming, but the video game Rugby League is called Rugby League. Challenge is unsuccessful. So I just kind of used that one, because there's no better one to use. Danny, your uncle is Sam Walker, right? From memory? Word for word, this is what it says. So it would have said something different for me if it was it's an AI generator thing. But NRL content creator of the Leaguie, Dylan Jogger. Really? It says my name? That's interesting. I didn't know my name, but anyway. Frequently references his cousin Owen from Canada. No, he doesn't. Nah, rubbish. Nah, you're lying. You're lying. Cool. Nice. If it does say that, that's crazy, but I don't believe you. Take a screenshot of it and send it to me. Then I'll believe you. Alright, Jake Chaboyevich now up over the 40-meter line. We're ticking down in terms of time. We're inside 8 minutes now. Cronulla need 2 more points. Cronulla need 2 more points. I sent it on Discord. Look after stream. If you send it on Discord, I will look right now. Because it's topical. But I'm starting to believe you. And that's crazy. If so. I do not have a cousin called Owen from Canada. But I'm like, where has it got that from? Where on earth has it got that from? Anyway. 6 more there for Manly. 6 more there for Manly. That's not good for the fading hopes of the Cronulla-Sutherland Sharks. And every neutral, pretty much. Hopoate with it. They might score here, you know. They might score here. That's not impossible. Sibkin. To find Olakawatu. He's only about a metre shy of it. He needs about 5 or 6 Cronulla-Sutherland Sharks to get him down to the ground. Here we go. Simpkin to the left-hand side. Now want to find Joey Walsh. Oh, what a try for Joey Walsh. What a try for Joey Walsh. He parts the sea of Cronulla-Sutherland defenders, and Manly get a late consolation try. We need a fading. I agree, we do need a fading. But it's looking less and less likely with every passing moment here, unfortunately. It looks like they might fall just short, and I don't like that. I don't like it, but damn. It's so close. It's so close. Ha! Panther fan, I was like, what is that reference? Not safe for work when, oh, wrong side. That's an r/NRL reference. I get that. I get that. Not gonna lie, if they don't put 50 on, I will be mad. I can understand that. Then again, going into this game, you would not have expected Cronulla to score 50. The scores they've put on both Manly and the Dolphins are crazy. Crazy. Leaguie, why did Taranaki get dropped? I ain't taking that. No chance she got dropped. No. I'm not taking the I don't know. Yeah, it's not rage bait. The prank. I guess. Not having it. I see through you. I see through you. No, I actually am online on Discord. Reckless Ollie, I'm waiting for the DM from that person who said that I have a cousin called Owen from Canada, and that's what Google says. So how long before Foz starts feeling the heat? I think actually how long before Craig Fitzgibbon starts feeling the heat. They've just considered to try to Joey Walsh. It can't be silenced for his mates in the media forever. Corbin Baxter is in the Haas and Brady Parker's fullback. Okay, I'm starting to believe you now. Mia would win. Well, maybe injury? It wouldn't be dropped, certainly. It would be injury. But that's a shame. So they have confirmed no match to sign with the Chiefs. Yeah, correct. Baxter is halfback. Baxter will be 5'8". Won't be halfback. Kelleher will be halfback. There we go. Interesting. Amber Hall makes a return on the interchange bench as well. Aiken is dropped. Will you watch the game? I will watch the game. She's not dropped, though, I don't think. I'm assuming it's injury. So, George Dragons fan, pregnancy is crazy. You can't say that, dude. That's so weird. I don't know what really... I can't put into words what makes that wrong, but that feels really weird. That feels really like a weird thing to immediately say. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Anyway. 5 minutes left here. 5 minutes left, and Cronulla still need 2 points to get to 50, and it's Manly with the ball in hand. On the second here, they're up to the 30. You know what? He's not lying. He's not lying. I see it, Ninja. I see it. Assuming that you haven't done a inspect element, which I don't think you have because it looks like it's on mobile. It does say Rugby League content creator, the Leaguie. It doesn't say my name, though, so you did change that. Frequently references his cousin Owen, who lives in Canada and is a massive Penrith Panthers fan, as a source for his footy insights and match analysis. And then it says, for a taste of Leaguie's energetic and lighthearted rugby league commentary style, and then sends a link to something that is not my video. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Has Nico ever got a 2-point field goal? I don't recall him having one. And earlier in this game, when they had a shot at 2-point field goal, it was Braden Trindle. So, yeah. All good, Ninja. No worries. Understood. I do believe you now. That's super weird, though, that it would say that. Super weird. Let me see what it says for me. Anyway, If we get an absolutely humongous win tonight, then we overtake the Broncos and go first. There's a chance we get an absolutely humongous win. I'm not sure we will. Yeah, it doesn't really come up with anything about my cousin. So, it gets a lot wrong about me, though. Who do you think will be in the grand final and then who will win? I would say Roosters as well, but we could be serious. Roosters, Panthers, and Panthers will win. Leaguie, they haven't got to 50 yet. Storm on top, this is a fact that I am acutely aware of. And becoming egregiously upset about. Massively upset about. SV, honestly, just Google it, bro. I'm not I'm not really good with Discord. I don't know. Just Google it. Do some research. Do some research. Alright, Saab with it now. Apparently, according to the Google AI, I have a podcast series called The Leaguie Beyond the Australian Bubble. News to me! Absolute news to me. Rugby league news to me. Kicking behind.
Hey, Leaguie,
Hopawati potentially taken out. We're going to review this.
X3 Ninja 7767 just redeemed Pepsi Max Sip.
We're going to review this. Smart Guy says, my glorious goat Wayne Rooney just scored a goal in FIFA 09. I love to hear that. I hear apparently they're doing like these people are doing an independent redo of FIFA 17 and FIFA 14. I would have a very fun afternoon playing that once and then never playing it again, really. It's going to be a penalty minimum here to Manly, and that will pretty much put to bed the idea of Cronulla getting to 50. This is going to be just a penalty, but it is a penalty. Nico Hines is selling right now. All you have to do is drop the ball and kick it from like 20 meters, easy as. You would need to do it from 40 meters, and they would need to get to the 40-meter line, but sure. It's a penalty, Manly. 2.5 minutes on the clock. Cronulla should get the ball back, but I don't think they're going to go the length. Matt says I will be boycotting the Sharks the rest of this year. The funny thing is, though, if they just put in like a normal, acceptable performance in this game, you wouldn't remotely be thinking they should have faded Manly. So, yeah. Yeah, Ninja, not really how it would work, though. AI will give you a different thing every time, so it's not just I'll see it after looking it up a few times. Anyway, we're going to move on from that. Because Taniela Paseka might have got a try here. He's over. No, he's not quite. He's very close, tell you what. I think he did go over, to be honest, but anyway. Now in the hands of Fogarty. Hopawati, cut out pass, and it's going to beat Jason Saab, unfortunately. So Cronulla will get it back. 2 minutes left. Not a terrible result, to be honest, given what was happening there. It was probably the best result that could go Cronulla's way. Damn. Okay. Go for the two-pointer. I mean, that's the only way they get to 50. It is the only way. Oh, no, that's not true. They can get a length of the field try. But they need a line break of some description because they're starting to set from the 20. Mulatalo takes Sakawat about 2 meters ahead of where it was before. Great. Brilliant. Love it. McInnes stepping back inside to the 30. I haven't seen that meme, Sir George Dragons fan. Have not seen it, but it sounds funny. I like Hamish Stewart. So, how haven't they got to 50? I don't know, bruv. It's crazy, given that they got to... Oh, my God. They got to 42 in the 50th minute, and they're not going to get to 50. That's crazy work. Crazy work. 6 more for Cronulla. Okay, so this is it. This is it. 6 again helps massively. They're going to be too close for a 2-point field goal, but they might be able to march far enough to get a try. Trindle just ran backwards. Burns is through. Burns is clean through. No, Billy Burns, what have you done? On the first, he wanted the chipper chase for himself. No. Billy, you just had to take the tackle. Just keep it rolling, bro. What did he do? He went the kick and then just missed it. Oh, no. Kicking license well and truly revoked. Well and truly revoked. Absolutely revoked. I mean, look, it's 48-12. I can kind of understand it. But, like, you know, it's the first high contact from Ramian. I don't think Ramian's had a very good evening. But anyway. That's all she wrote for this one. 48 points to 12. Oh, my God. That haircut is so bad from AFB. They still want to score a try here. Manly. Felady. Yeah, he's just got to take the tackle there. As expected. Damn. We've got 15 minutes until Tigers and Roosters, which I will be streaming. I will need to get changed for it. But that was fun. That was fun. I will admit, it was really, really tough with about half an hour to go and just, you know, games done. But Cronulla are the absolute certified rugby league real deal. Manly are not. That really is surprising. That really is surprising. I thought that was going to be a much closer game than that was. Much closer game than that was. They show NRLW. Yeah, they show it on Foxtel. Okay, good. I was like, because they're going straight into the Matty John show. It'll be on a different channel, though. Yeah, wow. I thought that'd be such a tight game. I thought Manly would be super up for it, and they're really just disappointed, to be honest. And being a Manly fan right now, like, with your team delivering that level of a performance, that is tragic. You would have believed a while ago you're a chance of going on and winning a famous premiership. But nah. Damn. Lily says, if I was on the field, I'd personally just run under the goalpost and score to get to 50, but I guess they don't want to do that. I guess they don't. Like, they probably didn't think to do it. That's the thing. Lily, you're a rugby league brain. We know this. I called you earlier. No ball knowledge. Evidently, they just didn't think to do that. So, anyway, I will be back momentarily. I do need to get into my Roosters gear. I'll change the background color, all that good stuff. But on YouTube, you'll be able to sit tight and it will just automatically redirect you to the next one. But I see you out with this, the Sharks song, and I'll be back in 2-3 minutes. See you guys in a sec. Goodbye.
Sharks forever. Go out and play with our fear. Now's the time to see good football, for the Sharks are here. Cronulla, the boys in the black, white and blue. Up, Cronulla, name of the Sharks with you. Sharks forever.